Okay, very quiet, please. There we go.
Go quiet. Stick the camera up there, though, so don't go quiet.
What might come out?
Again.
It's the best they can do for us, you see. Sad, isn't it? It's good out here. I like it. Been to a lot of the cities in the north, but not really to the countryside. It was a bit of a culture shock. And at first, when you drive in across the moors, it's beautiful, really breathtaking view. But I've seemed to have fitted in well, actually. I like it.
Stand by.
The car this way.
Okay, happy? Yeah. We're turning. No one to come out of the door, please. Annie, keep down upstairs.
Action. I think it had all the right ingredients to be a success, really. Nostalgia, you know, we just had the success of Darling Buds of May, which was the 50s, and this was the 60s, so then you had that period which everybody seems to romanticise about, really. The music, which everybody loves that period for the music. You had a policeman. We all like stories with a policeman. There was a doctor. We all like stories, you know, aches and pains and stuff, and this beautiful kind of countryside. So in theory, it had all the right ingredients, and luckily it's paid off.
When you first saw the script, how did you take to it?
Well, I wasn't sure, really. It was based on a series of books, and after I'd first met the producers, I went to the library and got myself a copy. In fact, they were on audio cassette, so I listened to them. And I don't know who it was that was reading them, but it was quite a monotone voice, so they were quite... It kind of made you nod off a bit, though. Good to relax with. But nice, gentle stories, really, a bit like the James Herriot stuff. And the scripts, obviously, seem to be very much the same. So I think that the original intention was to be a Sunday night drama, you know, or evening drama, which I think that seemed to be what it was catering for. But then we went out on a Friday night, and I think it surprised everybody by the success.
Prowler out from behind.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, dear me.
He had no clue.
Not asked to believe he was as naked as the day he was born. I'll tell you this, Constable. I have never pedalled so fast in all my life. Showing everything he's got, he was.
Go make up checks, please. Thank you.
Put my hat on.
It was PC plod, basically. I think it was described originally as a young idealist. The difference being that, you know, in the 60s, policing was very much kind of part of the community. You lived on your beat, and now it's very different. But it's just the straight man, really, that tells the story.
Just a few brief words about the other members of the cast. You all look to get on well together.
They're all obnoxious and horrible and very difficult to work with. Lots of egos, and that's all I can say, really. No, they're... I hate to say all those things about happy families and all those things, but no, it's not like going to work, really. And it's not like... there are no egos, and I think with these things, there seems to be a lot in our profession, but none of that, and everybody seems to get on very well, and they're good people.
Reset, please, once again.
Yeah, that's fine. You want to go into it?
Good stories. The same majority of this, well, it's all the same cast, plus we have different guests every week. And good crew behind us. Good caterers who keep us fed. And hopefully, yeah, more of the same. The first episode of Heartbeat was changing places, when Aidensfield got itself a new copper and hopefully a new doctor. But a new job and a new patch can take a bit of getting used to, especially for a southerner in deepest Yorkshire.
Why do you miss when my baby kisses me? Heartbeat, why does a love kiss stay in my memory? Riddly pat and sing to me love story. And bring to me love's glory. Heartbeat, why do you miss when my baby kisses me?
Bloody hell. You all right?
Just about.
Right. That's it.
No, Nick, not on our first day.
Fun and games time, is it?
Yeah, and what's it to you?
You could have killed people back there. I want your names. You.
Christine Keeler.
Piss off.
Sling my jacket over, will you, Kate? Dad. I want your licences.
It's at home.
Name?
Alan Maskell.
You've got 5 days to produce it.
Yeah, and where do I take it? Buckingham Palace?
Aidensfield Police Station. I'm your new village copper. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting ton-up kids.
There weren't any in my time.
Yeah, at least we're here. It's a great view.
It's a far cry from London.
They leave that.
Nick, what are you doing? Put me down. Hey, let me answer the phone.
They've got customers already.
Come on, come on, come on. Hello? Yes? Van's broken down on Sutton Bank. I see. Well, thank you. No furniture till tomorrow.
Just our luck, eh? That's cheating. You've still got your clothes on.
I'm freezing.
My mates would piss themselves if they could see me now. They thought I was mad moving up here. Said it was all flat caps and whippets.
No sense of adventure.
That's one good thing about living in the middle of nowhere, though.
What is?
Well, there's no one to annoy in the flat below.
So you can take your time then.
PC, Rowan.
Blaketon, your section sergeant down in Ashfordley. Into uniform, Rowan, there's work to be done.
Now? We're expecting our furniture, Sergeant.
I thought my husband wasn't on duty till tomorrow.
It's my wife, Kate.
Welcome to Aidensfield, Mrs. Rowan.
Thanks.
As I was just about to tell your husband, if he's here, he's on duty. Understand?
Right. Claude Jeremiah Greengrass. Mark the name well, Rowan. He's trouble. He's the type who believes the law is there for others, not for him.
And what have we got him for?
His dog was caught on rampage, killing valuable animals.
Oh, you mean sheep worrying?
No. Budgerigars.
Alfred did kill the bloody bird, but it was an accident, Mr. Blaketon.
Always is with you, ain't it, Greengrass?
You admit your dog forced its way into the aviary?
It was only a budgie.
The owner said it was valuable breeding stock.
All right, look. 5 bob to cover any damage, eh? All right. 10 bob then. That's fair and square, isn't it?
Compensation. Do you think that's all there is to it?
I want naught to do with court cases, Mr. Blaketon.
I know. Book him. Right, Rowan. That paper's on my desk when you report tomorrow.
Are you sure you want to take this further, Sergeant?
Greengrass has no respect for law and order. None at all. And he thinks there isn't a copper alive that can get a conviction against him.
Did offer compensation.
You're not one of these young constables with the wrong attitude, I hope, Rowan. If you've come up north, hoping for a cushy number...
No, Sergeant. Just to get away from people who can't tell the difference between coppers and villains.
Well, that's London.
I think I can work best in a place like this.
Got some for you. All right, innit?
That stunt you and your mates pulled yesterday. Who do you think you are, James Dean? Yeah, well, you know what happened to him, didn't you?
So what?
So I don't want you killing yourself or anyone else come to that. Race bikes on the road again and I'll do ya.
Yeah, I'm really scared.
Keeping busy, Constable?
Yeah, something like that.
I can see the keen type.
PC Rowan. Are you the landlord?
George Ward.
Oh, right. You're down on my list, Mr. Ward.
What for?
Well, just have a chat. See how best we can help each other.
You mean you chat, I listen.
So you're from down south, are you?
That's right. London.
I thought so. I could tell you now.
Well, it's my accent. Dead giveaway, isn't it?
No, it's just that you ain't keen on telling t'others what to do. You outsiders.
They're a prickly lot, your locals. Got a real knack of making you feel welcome.
And then, what did you expect, a brass band?
I'm not their enemy, Kate. I'm here to help them. So what, is it me or just the uniform?
You're an outsider. You've just got to tune into their wavelength.
Yeah, well, so far I've learned that the B in GBH stands for budgie.
Your sergeant's a real charmer.
Yeah.
May I speak to you, Constable? It really is most important.
Yeah, come through to the office. This way.
Thank you. At first I thought it might be an animal. You know, a dog wandering about. But an animal can't turn door handles. And it doesn't rattle windows. And the footsteps. I heard them on the gravel. And I even saw him out there.
You saw him?
Yes, just for a second. figure in the darkness. Just enough to see that it was a man.
Why didn't you call the police at once?
Oh, I didn't think. I couldn't believe it was really happening, not in Aidensfield.
Has this happened before?
No. Thank you.
And you've no idea who it might be?
None. I'm at my wit's end, Mr. Rowan. I live alone, you see. If he comes back, if he breaks into the house...
Just keep calm and pick up the phone. I'll be there in minutes.
Don't worry. My husband will see you come to no harm.
Oh, it's so good to see you again, Kate.
And you, Alex.
You know, I never believed you were serious about coming to live here again.
Oh, things change. Nick really wanted to work away from London. He applied for a transfer, and this is where they sent us.
And all those great plans? The ambitious young doctor who wanted to be at the heart of things in London?
Well, I have done 3 years in one of the best teaching hospitals. And now it's all on offer to you, Alex.
Have you considered finding a place at one of the hospitals in the region? Now, that's more up your street, isn't it?
I thought I could work here. Be involved like Nick. You won't regret taking me on.
Well, now, that's something else I didn't take absolutely seriously. I mean, you joining me in the practice.
But I told you. And when we discussed it on the phone weeks back, I thought...
Yes, I know. I should have made it clearer. I would have done if I'd known you were serious. I'm sorry, Kate. I'm afraid I've nothing to offer you.
But...
I run a one-man practice. I always have done, my dear.
I know. But it can't be getting any easier for you, not at your age. I thought you'd welcome someone willing to share the load.
Well, I admit I considered it, but frankly, I'm not convinced it should be you, Kate.
Why?
It's nothing to do with your abilities.
So what's the problem?
It's the kind of work a country practice entails.
Well, it's still medicine, isn't it?
It's also late calls to remote farms, your car breaking down on lonely roads. Night visits to farms run by men who live alone. Shy male patients.
You mean I don't rate the job because I'm a woman?
Yes.
Greengrass, get out of my sight.
Reasonable, Mr. Blaketon. Don't drag me good name through the court. I mean, you can't do me for livestock worrying. It's not just.
At least you don't deny it.
I know it happened, of course.
Right, Greengrass, on your way.
But
on your way! Now! Come through, Rowan. Right, this is your roster. Now, just because you're out at Aidensfield, don't think out of sight is out of mind.
No, Sergeant. What did Greengrass want?
Trying to slime his way out of a court case. Did you bring papers?
I thought you might have decided not to charge him.
We discussed that, Constable.
Yes, Sergeant.
I want him charged with livestock worrying.
Livestock worrying? Are you sure? Well, maybe failure to keep a dangerous dog under control.
Are you questioning me, Rowan? Come across a lot of livestock worrying in Hackney.
I thought you wanted a conviction, Sergeant.
And we'll get one. Do what I say.
Well. You and Sergeant seem to have hit it off to a flying start.
Seems to have a thing about this Greengrass character.
Obsession, more like.
Phil Bellamy.
Nick Rowan.
And the human ash heap here is Alf Ventris.
Now then.
Alf.
Make a change having someone like you round, Nick. Southerner.
Kate? 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 Are you up there? Kate? What's up?
Alex Ferrenby. There's no job. There never was a job, never will be a job.
I thought you promised.
It's a lot of flannel.
Well, all right. So he gives you the elbow. You go and get another job.
When was the last time you got the elbow because you're a man? Never. Any idea how it feels when it happens? Answer, not a clue.
Oh, hang on, Kate.
The narrow minds in places like Aidensfield is why I never really wanted to work in the country.
Do you mean that?
I'm here because your job brought us here, Nick. Not because I wanted to join Alex Ferrenby.
Look, coming here works for both of us, or it doesn't work at all.
It will. It'll just take longer than I thought. Leaving London was right for us, Nick. You and me. Everything else takes second place to that. At least we'll be able to spend some time together.
We never had much of that before, did we? Aidensfield Police. Yeah, PC Rowan. Miss Fraser. Do you think he's still there? Yeah. Right away. That's Miss Fraser. The prowler's shown up again. Tonight of all nights. I'll need my jacket back. It's the police.
How do I know?
It's me, Miss Fraser, PC Rowan. You're quite safe now, Miss Fraser.
Thank heavens you're here.
Try that.
I'm so sorry.
Now, just tell me about this man.
It's not easy, it's like a bad dream.
Do you think it was the same one?
saw him more clearly this time. Tall, well built.
Did you recognise him?
No,
Was he young or old?
certainly not young.
Why?
He was wearing a hat, Mr. Rowan. It was a trilby, I think. Young men don't wear trilbies these days, do they?
A search of the grounds and immediate neighbourhood yielded no trace of Who wrote this tripe? Agatha Bloody Christie? Rowan, if some trilby-hatted prowler is terrorising females, I want him found.
Yes, Sergeant. Well, there can't be that many trilby hats round here.
What?
Well, this is strictly flat cap country, isn't it?
Somewhere else. The landlord at Aidensfield Arms was on the blower. There's trouble brewing between village lads and hooligans from outside. What do you know about it?
Nothing.
Why did he call me and not you?
Good question.
Well, it's your patch. So back to Aidensfield and sort it out.
I do. Gents? Hello, George. Is this true?
Oh, the Aidensfield fire. Aye. Been burning since 1860.
To commemorate Queen Victoria taking shelter from a storm.
That's what it says.
But it goes down well with the tourists.
It's what we think that matters, Constable. We put value on what's old and just put up with what's new.
My sergeant says you rang him at Ashfordley.
I did, aye.
Urgent, was it?
Not as such.
You didn't think to mention it to me?
Not specially.
Look, if you've got a problem, I'm the nearest bloke in uniform.
I reckon Sergeant Blaketon would have a better idea of what I was on about.
I'm not here just for show. I've got a job to do. So how about helping me do it? Now, if I don't, then take it to my sergeant.
Point taken.
Right. Now, can we talk?
What are you two playing at? Get up, you'll wreck your clothes. Keep an eye on them, will you?
Mrs. Maskell? Is Alan about?
He's not gone out, has he?
Just want to chat with him, that's all.
He's working out back.
I used to see this lot every week at the cabin.
Well, Aidensfield's a bit of a come down after Liverpool.
Yeah.
I do. Oh, B31. Nice bike.
Yeah, rebuilt it from scrap. Look, you didn't come here to chat about bikes.
Remember Clacton last Easter? All that trouble with mods and rockers.
Oh, yeah.
I heard some mods from Ashfordley are coming out here soon. Do you know anything about it?
Why should I?
Because it's you and your mates they're coming to sort out.
We don't want no trouble.
But if they start something, you'll join in. When they coming?
How'd you I know?
Village dance? Look, it doesn't matter to me who starts it. I'll be there to finish it. So pass the word round. All right? Miss Fraser?
The man. I saw him, Mr. Rowan.
You sure?
Yes, just now.
Where?
In the village. He's going into the pub. Please, Mr. Rowan, I want that man arrested!
All right, calm down, Miss Fraser. Come in.
What is it, Nick?
Kate, look after Miss Fraser. Excuse me.
I'll take her home.
Someone was in here just now. A well-built bloke wearing a trilby.
That's right.
Was he still here?
Gone. Aye, knocked one back, used the phone and left.
But you know who he is? Look, I need to find this bloke, and quick. Not just for my benefit. Someone in this village could be in danger.
A constable? He's an outsider.
Oh, well, like me, from down south?
South Pole, more like. He sounded like that bloke off Hancock's Half Hour.
Hey?
You know, the Aussie.
Australian? What's he doing here?
Well, I heard him on the phone. Something to do with buying or selling a house.
I was born the other side of the moor.
And what brings you back?
Nick's job. Have you ever trained for a career, Miss Fraser?
I once hoped to go to university.
Why didn't you?
Oh, many reasons. My family didn't believe in things like that. Not for women.
Some still don't.
But times have changed, haven't they, Mrs. Rowan?
So they say.
But you're a doctor, aren't you, Mrs. Rowan?
Yes.
Well, that must be very satisfying.
It's what I always wanted to do.
Many of us know what we want in this world. But so very few of us attain it. At least that's my experience.
And there's no one like that on your books. All right. Thanks for trying. Bye. Gotta go, Kate. Blaketon's waiting. Oh, do us a favour, will you? Check the rest of the estate agents. Any Australians buying or selling?
Which ones?
Well, I've marked the ones I've rung so far. There's only a few. Bye.
Yes, officer.
Being the owner of such dog did allow it to worry livestock on agricultural land, contrary to the Dog's Protection of Livestock Act 1953.
Well, Mr. Greengrass, you've heard the charge. So how do you plead?
Not guilty, my lord. It were noted sword.
Mr. Greengrass, do you propose to conduct your own defence?
Yes, Your Honour. Lawyers and such in for the likes of me, I've always had to stand on my own 2 feet.
Thank you. Sergeant?
If it pleases your worships, P.C. Rowan from Aidensfield will state facts of the case.
Thanks very much. That's not quite what I was looking for. Bye-bye.
I then cautioned the accused, and he replied, Alfred did kill the bloody bird, but it were an accident.
Mr. Greengrass, is there anything you wish to say in your defence?
Oh no, Your Honour, no. It was exactly like he said.
You mean you agree with the facts as stated?
Oh, aye.
I see. In that case...
there's just one little thing.
Yes?
Well, like, budgies in livestock, are they? Cows are livestock, and so sheep, so pigs, but budgies aren't, are they? Never.
Dogs, Protection of Livestock Act 1953, your worships. Livestock is defined as cattle, sheep, goats, swine, horses, and poultry.
There. Poultry.
I'm sorry, your worship. Poultry is further defined as domestic fowls, turkeys, ducks, and geese.
No mention of budgerigars?
None, sir.
There's something else his worship needs reminding about and all.
What now?
Well, the charge, said it were that Alfred killed it on agricultural land. Well, that's not right, because it were in an aviary, wasn't it? And I mean, that's somewhat different in law, isn't it?
Mr. Cloughton?
Agricultural land. Allotments, orchards, meadows, arable and grazing land, your worship.
No mention of...
Aviaries? None, sir.
Why is this man accused of killing livestock on agricultural land? It's not the case, is it?
Well,
I accept that you are city-trained, that inexperience has led you astray. But we can't penalise Mr. Greengrass for your procedural error. We have no choice in the matter. Mr. Greengrass, you are free to leave this court. Case dismissed.
Can you tell me his name? Thank you very much. It sounds a real bargain.
Good dog. There we are.
Well, that bloke on the bench must have thought me a right prat.
Any responsible magistrate would have done Greengrass. Even just now with that one. A bit extra on the stand from you would have done the trick.
I tried to tell you that charge wouldn't stick, remember?
Exactly. You lacked conviction, Rowan.
I never thought you should have gone to court in the first place, but you pulled rank, Sergeant.
In that case, you should have stood by what you thought to be right. Now, thanks to you, that slimy Greengrass has got off. Scot-free.
Nick! I tried to telephone, but you were in court. How did it go in there?
I think your husband's had better days in court, Mrs. Rowan.
Well, if it's good news you're after, you've got it. I've traced the Australian Nick.
What's all this?
What's the suspect for the Fraser case?
His name's Harold Jackson, and he's staying here in Ashfordley.
I want to know what the hell this is all about.
Just a few questions that need answering, Mr. Jackson. Check out his movements, Bellamy.
Right, Sarge.
Right, Rowan. Let's sort him out.
Harold Jackson, now resident in Australia.
Aye, that's him. Sure. Come on, Alf. We've got some telephoning to do.
I'm telling you, I'm not the bloke you want. I've done nothing.
How long have you been in England, Mr. Jackson?
I was born around here. I came back a few weeks ago to sell the family house after Mum died.
You know area, then?
Yeah, but it's a long time since I've lived here.
How long?
15 years. Look, you've got no right to do this to me, you know.
You've nothing to worry about, Mr. Jackson. Not if you're telling truth.
Why should I lie?
Do you know Aidensfield, Mr. Jackson?
Aidensfield? Yeah, why?
You dropped into a pub there the other day, didn't you?
That's right. Just passing through and stopped to telephone a possible buy for the house. What about it?
It's not the first time you've been in Aidensfield, is it?
Well, yes, it is. At least since I came back to England.
We think you've visited Aidensfield at least twice before.
At night.
What the hell are you on about?
You were seen prowling around the garden of a house. You tried to force your way in.
What, me? A burglar?
Could be worse. The lady who lives there thinks you might have wanted to assault.
Now look, I came back to sell a house, and now you're telling me I'm some flaming midnight rapist. I'm a happily married man, for Christ's sakes.
You were seen, Jackson.
No, you've got the wrong bloke, mate.
Our witness gave a very good description.
Build, age, right down to that trilby hat of yours.
Yeah? What witness?
The owner of the house, Miss Georgina Fraser.
Jesus wept. The bloody bitch must have spotted me.
Sarge.
Nick. I thought his name rang a bell. It's
It's on the form sheet. Harold Jackson, charged 15 years ago with indecently assaulting a female.
I knew it.
No, but there's more to it than that.
I've had all I need.
No, Sergeant. The case against Jackson was dropped.
Dropped? Not enough evidence. Well, there's no doubt this time.
No, it was more than lack of evidence. Malicious accusation, it says. The woman had a thing about Jackson, and she made it all up.
Sergeant, I've checked Jackson's alibi, and the hotel manager confirms he wouldn't bar till 1 a.m.
Well, Miss Fraser phoned me at 12:30.
Who made the complaint against Jackson 15 years ago?
Georgina Fraser?
Right. Your very own Miss Fraser.
I was only here to sell the house. Never gave it a thought. Well, it was a half a lifetime ago. She must have spotted me in Ashfordley. Thanks, mate.
What happened between you two?
Well, nothing much at first. I met her when I worked at her house. I fancied myself with the ladies in those days. You know, jollied them up, laid it on, got them going a bit.
Seems to have worked a bit too well with Miss Fraser.
Too right. But I never meant anything by it. It was just chat. The stupid cat thought I fancied her. Well, she hardly spoke a word to me. But the letters she sent, Christ, must have thought I was Clark Gable or someone.
Why did she try and do you for indecent assault?
She found out I was going to emigrate. I'd had it planned for ages. Well, that was it. She's had it in my guts ever since, I reckon.
Poor Miss Fraser.
What about Jackson? All right, he may have started it, but she's tried to screw his life up twice.
Maybe she was desperate. It was her way of letting him know she was there.
It's a funny way of showing it.
The same kind of urge drives people to slash their wrists.
If she tries it again, Blaketon will have her bound over.
She needs help, not punishment.
George wasn't kidding.
Maybe they're just passing through.
No chance. It's the village dance.
Boom, 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 boom. Gotta shoot your head down.
Oh, Miss Fraser.
I'm sorry to disturb you, Mrs. Rowan.
That's all right.
Is your husband here?
Not just now. Can I help?
I've seen him again. In the garden. And he's been on the phone, Mrs. Rowan, ringing my number and saying things. Horrible things.
You'd better come in.
Will your husband be much longer, do you think?
Not too long. Miss Fraser, you know the police are still considering taking action.
No, stop, they are.
Not against Mr. Jackson.
You know his name?
Yes. But the police will take action against you if you make another complaint. Don't go, Miss Fraser. At least listen to what I have to say, please.
Oh,
The police know what happened all those years ago. They spoke to him today. If it happens again, they'll summons you.
Oh, no.
You wouldn't want that, would you? Mr. Jackson goes back to Australia very soon.
Oh, no.
But it's the best thing that could happen. It's only a problem when he's in this country, isn't it?
Oh, you don't understand. I love him, you see.
Oh, come and sit down. Come on.
I believed he cared just as strongly for me. Else why would he speak and act towards me the way he did?
Did you tell each other how you felt?
Oh, no. Well, there were differences in our background. But day by day they were becoming irrelevant. And then, when I knew I loved Harold, it was the very day that I planned to tell him. He said he was going to Australia. I had to stop him going, Mrs. Rowan.
So you made the complaint against him?
Yes.
But why? What could you achieve by having him locked up?
Oh, he rejected me. He turned his back on me to emigrate to Australia. I believed him, you see. He was the first man. He was the only man to make me feel special, wanted. I love him.
For your own future happiness, you have to really let go of him. You have to come to terms with the fact that you love someone who doesn't love you. You can't let it destroy your life.
2, 1, August, September.
Lizzie! Find Dr Ferrenby. Tell him... Oh, the baby's coming, love. Tell the doctor it's before time. He'll understand. Oh, hurry, love. As fast as you can, Lizzie.
Dr Ferrenby! Dr Ferrenby!
Hey, this fire's not been out for over 100 years. Did you light it, Grant?
Light it? I'll tell you what, young man. If it had been a few years ago, I'd have thrown you on it.
Right. That fire's history, Grandad. Like you. This stuff's piss and all. Come on.
What's that? That one, the one at the front.
Yeah, what about him?
The young bugger's pissed out the Aidensfield fire. I'll wring his bloody neck if I get my hands on him.
Ring Ashfordley, will you? Tell him to send the car over.
there, Dolly Bird. How do you fancy a real man?
I don't know. How do you?
Alan! His mum! Baby! She's coming! She needs us now!
Alan, just calm down.
No, they got no right! Oi!
Mr. Rowan, we need help. Alan's mum. The baby's coming, premature like.
Dr Ferrenby's out. Where's your mum?
At home.
Look, my wife's a doctor. Now nip up to the police house and tell her what's happening. That kid with the busted face makes 3 charges so far. So how do you want to leave? Easy or hard?
Why should I go with you?
Because you're nicked, mate. It'll take me 10 minutes to deal with your mate. Don't be here when I get back, all right?
Mrs. Rowan's here. The water's broken.
Nearly an hour since.
Don't talk, you're going to need all your strength. Where's your dad?
Well, knowing him drunk in a ditch.
All right.
Come on, in you go, up along. Aye, and a good night to you too. Go on, Alf. Let's get him in.
It's coming, Mrs. Lasker. It's coming. I can see the head. Everything's fine. We're just about there. Come on now. One more push.
One too many, Doctor. This one's got me beat.
No, it hasn't. Come on now. One more try.
I need a statement from you, George.
Whenever you like.
First things first.
Got your priorities right, I reckon, Mr. Rowan.
Well, I know how you locals are about your past. Will you take the Aidensfield Arms fire? It's amazing, isn't it? Over 100 years it's been burning. Never once has it been let go out.
Aye. Take some beating.
How are they?
Mother and daughter are doing fine. It's me who needs treatment.
I was wrong.
What about?
Being a country GP, I loved it tonight.
Just like old times. What's the joke?
It's a present.
A present? Where you from?
Anonymous. It's the local way of saying welcome.
It's a nice thought. Funny old way of saying it.
Heartbeat, why do you miss when my baby kisses me? Why does a love kiss stay in my memory?